Hi everybody, I'm David Lee. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm very excited to reveal my new car, 1971 Ferrari 365 Daytona Spyder. So we're here in my store, Hing Jewelers in Walnut. My video always I try to pair a watch with the car, right, that we're gonna present. So today for the 1971 yellow exterior with black interior Daytona Spyder, Ferrari Daytona Spyder, which one would really go well? Now, I have some choices here, so let's go through it. A Breguet chronograph watch here. It's sporty, as I think the Daytona represents sporty. It's got a kind of a classic look, the rose gold and the strap, which I think is really a good contender, a good choice for the Daytona Spyder. So this is a really good choice. I'm gonna put that down. Look at the next choice. Here we got a Panerai. Again, it's got the rose gold, just a nice sporty look. I think this would also be a good looking watch too, to wear with the Daytona Spyder. Then here we have one that is much more sporty. It's a Tudor rose gold and steel on the strap. This seems really rugged and sporty. It's got the chronograph, so this probably wouldn't pair as well, although it's a great watch, but maybe not for this ride. Here we got a rose gold IWC. Okay, it's a very classic gentleman kind of watch, but I think this is a little too formal for this particular ride. Now, obviously, another option is what I'm wearing, the Daytona, Rolex Daytona, which the car is a Daytona, and this watch is a Daytona, both having to connection with the Daytona 24 Hours of Daytona race, the raceway in Florida. So I think I might choose this one to go with the my Daytona Spyder. I'm very excited about buying this car, bringing it back into the stable, because when I was first collecting about 10 years ago, you know, I like to do things in the theme. So in my classic car, I had collected my first classic car, the 275 GTS. It was a 1965 275 GTS. Then a 1967 330 GTS. And then I had bought a silver 365 Daytona Spyder at the time. So at that time, my strategy was kind of the classic, the best of the classic convertible open Ferraris, right? 275, 330s, and 365. Time went by, you know, somebody offered me good money for that car. That was a special car. It was a silver car. It was Don Cornelius' car. Don Cornelius was a producer for Soul Train, and he never really drove it much. He had it parked in the Beverly Hills Hotel forever, and so it wasn't driven, so it had really low miles. I remember it was like maybe 17,000 kilometers when I bought it. It was really low miles, silver with black interior. I really liked that color on the Daytona Spyder as well. In the 60s was Ferrari's golden year. In the 70s, they were, you know, not so well known as for making the cars, but two cars did emerge that was really famous in the 70s for Ferrari. And one would be the 365 model Daytona, in this case is a Spyder, which they only made 121 of, original Spyder, and also the Dino, right? So you know I have a lot of love for the Dino. But the Daytona Spyder and the Dino was kind of it for the 70s. Very powerful. I mean, in the 70s, the most powerful engine of its time. And when you drive this, it feels like a fighter jet taking off. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Daytona Spyders were 121 produced, so that's very rare because that's how much they produce, and then how many to survive today, and how many in perfect condition like this one. This is a multi-time winner, at least 4 times in Cavallino winning platinum, which is the level of the quality and working and the restoration being back to back to new, and having a certain rating of 97 to 100 points to give you a platinum rating by the Ferrari judges at Cavallino, which is the toughest, one of the most prestigious Ferrari concourses in America. So you can see in there, the engine is much bigger, very clean engine, and you know, the compartment, the firewall compartment and everything, you can eat off of it. It's amazing. You know, for me, I like really clean cars, but I do drive them. And so they gotta work perfectly and work well, but they gotta be clean also. So they can, I guess, be in a concourse, or I still could be driving them to a, you know, nice event. Unlock it here. Okay, the car cover, got a nice tool kit, which should come with it. All right, nice tool kit. Spare tire underneath. Good amount of room. It's a front engine V12, so yeah. And this is the Daytona seats you can see here, with the inserts here, with the holes, right? This is the kind of the famous Daytona seat, and this is the original Daytona seat, but the modern cars will have this. You'll see they'll have this kind of seats. Now, you see this steering wheel. It's the Daytona steering wheel, right, with the holes there and stuff. Just really the cool look, right? And you can imagine you're driving driving clubs with also the holes. It's just really cool. Now, there's a lot of coupes, but this is an original Spyder. Some people cut them, and when you cut them and take off the top, it's not, the values are not the same. I mean, the values really are in these convertible ones. It's 121 originally produced, surviving, not much less, and perfect quality like this, really like a handful. So yeah, so I'm glad to be able to be the custodian of the fine piece, the missing horse, the missing prancing horse in my collection. V12 front engine, 4 cam, and it's gonna just really sound good when we're going. I definitely can feel a more powerful engine, but yet it's still that classic. You still have that classic feel. I mean, it's at the borderline of going from what we know as classic and starting to change to what we consider modern. But yet, so it's in that threshold, that tipping point. But yet, I feel it's still a classic, and yet it has this amazing power that you can't get in the earlier models. That's really great. I mean, the engine is, the acceleration and the torque is so fantastic. It's got so much power. That's the difference. So you got the oil temperature, the water temperature of the car, oil pressure, and the amperage for the alternator for charging the battery. Got the fuel gauge here, got the clock here, right? You got the RPMs, which is really what's more important for the car, and the miles per hour. And really, that's all you need. And in these classic cars, you really do watch the instruments. In new cars, it's not even there. It's a signal if something's wrong, it comes up. Or else you don't even worry about it because the modern cars all dialed in. In the old cars, you have to look at it because whether the car is good running or not, sometimes a parts breaks or it malfunctions, and then the gauges will tell you that. The gauges will indicate that to you, so then you can react to it.